Hello guys, Movie Trollop here. Yet again, I just MacGyvered this setup for you guys. I'm going to show you how to mix the pigments that a lot of people bought some of these from TKB from my last video and had problems. So I'm going to help you out. And if you've ever bought the solar dust, this is I'm mixing a pigment that's exactly like that. So I have a couple different kinds. I have this neon, this is a soap dye, powdered soap dye. Show you what it looks like. It's just kind of ballsy. Then the next one, and that one's here. The next one is going to be this one, what is that? Hydrated chromium oxide green. Okay, just a pigment, just a pretty green. Next, we're going to go with a mica. It's going to be highlight copper mica. And that one's in this tray here. Ultramarine violet, which is freaking gorgeous. That one's going to be in this tray here. And the fan favorite from the last pigment video, pink, red, blue, which will be in here. Okay, so I use this scoop that I also got from TKB to measure out even amounts in here. Not that I needed to, I don't think, but I did. Okay, so let's start off with this one. These are a little bit harder. All these three, the ultramarine, the green, and the neon, are all going to be a little difficult. So what I'm going to do, I already mixed up some resin, and I put it in this paint tray because it's going to be much easier to do, because you're going to need to start integrating the pigment with the resin. So really what you're doing is we're going to start mixing a concentrated sort of resin dye out of this, okay? If I had a paint spatula, this would work better. Something kind of flexible, like a silicone thing. You see how there are a lot of, I think you can, see how there are a lot of little dark spots? Get the light adjusted here. There are a lot of sort of chunky, like dark spots in there. That's what we're going to try to get rid of. So now what I'm doing is smashing those pigments because that's what it takes. Smashing them. You gotta work with them for a while. This resin has been sitting for a while because I had to MacGyver this video setup so that you could see what I was doing better. And I didn't notice that I needed to MacGyver it until I was already past the point of MacGyvering. Let me just mix all this pigment in. Okay, so what you want to do is smush it. All these little smushies, we're going to smush it. Okay, I did this in the paint tray because I think it's a good idea. It's $1 for a package of, I think, 4 of these at the craft store. So we're just kind of trying to, this one is going to be the hardest one to mix. Because of the type of pigment it is. It's much more powdery and fine. So that one is going to be a lot harder to mix and get all those little monstery things out of there. Now you can see there's a lot less, but they're still in there. See, they're still in there when I go and make it translucent. Still in there. I'm just gonna try, I have a little bit of working time, so I'm just gonna keep going at it. And I really am scooping all of them, trying to get all those little clumps from the sides, any unmixed pigment, and I'm smushing them. Smushing and clearing and bringing it all back again and smushing it. Because you really want to pulverize that pigment into your resin. Okay. Pulverize, pulverize. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. See how that, now let me see if you can Can you see that? How there's almost no, there's like one right there, if you can see for contrast. I'll just smoosh that out. And you want to scrape the smooshing area because that'll get some of that pigment stuck to it and then you'll get lumps again. Alright, now I'm going to, because I'm pretty content with this, I'm going to go ahead and bring it all over. Okay, let's set that down for a second. Take a little cup. Now this, you can put, I could put a lot more powder in there. I'm just gonna put, I think there's a cat hair in it. Yay! Green and cat hair. I hate cat hair. Why do sweet, adorable, squishy animals have to be covered in the most irritating of all substances? Okay, cat hair gone. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that pigment. I'm just going to start picking it up and plopping it in. Okay? Oops. Just doing that. Is now those little holes, the little boogery chunks and things, that is going to sink to the bottom. Fairly easy. This resin has been sitting, it's like already hot, which I don't like to do. But see, and then you just mix it in like normal. And you get your nice colors. And see, there are no, well, on a stick there is, but you get it all mixed in. There's not going to be any lumpiness or grossness in there. And I could have made up a lot more of this, put a lot more pigment in there to make it really nice and dark, but I did this. This is how I did it. So there's that. So see that it goes pretty far. I could do probably a whole cup with just the stuff that's left. So let's move on to the next one. Now this one's another hard one. I'm gonna put a little bit of resin. Whoops, it's way too much resin. Take a new stick and start doing the same thing again. Just moving it in, and we're pulverizing it. We want to really integrate that pigment into it, and then you can take this and make it as strong or as thin as you want, so you can get the the thickness of color. What it is to make it opaque that you are looking for. See that? And a lot of these pigments, now we can see that too, a lot of these pigments, this pigment was a nice bright green and turns into a really great like foresty green. So that's good to know about a lot of pigments too. The actual pigments, they do turn a little darker. Now the darker ones are a little harder to see when you're mixing them, if you're getting all the little nasty bits. So there's like a general kind of, I personally just kind of time it, sort of, you know, kind of eyeball time it. But what you can also do, if there's tons of pigment like left in it, all those bumps and stuff, when you go to pour, if you let it sit like this, any kind of little chunky bits are going to settle to the bottom. So when you're using it, you just pick it up like that and pour into the mold. Pick it up like that, pour it in. If you use this part after it sits for a couple seconds, I usually mix this before it has a chance to degas, and then let it degas itself, because then all those chunkies will sink to the bottom. And if you are slow with adding it to things, then you're good. See, this one I'm not going to do as much because it's going to be dark. Add a little bit of resin to the cup. Very little, because I gotta have enough resin for the rest of them. Little resin, cat hair free resin. And we're going to go ahead, take that, and plop it in there. Start adding our now resiny dye. It's just like a concentrated color, and then you can sit and you can take this much and mix it in and see if you like that color. See, this one's a little more, hope you can see all these. Yeah. A little nicer. My stick is all dirty. You might even want to change the stick, but yeah, let's use this side. See, it's kind of murky. Now I want to go a little darker, so I'm going to grab some of this. And go in there. So this is a really good way of doing that. It helps when you measure, it helps all that kind of stuff too. All right, I'm gonna move on. Okay, that's it. Before you work with it, I would personally. All right, now we're gonna do the mica, which micas are so much easier. Now, the micas, you could just pour directly into here. No problem. It's probably, the micas don't have the same problem sticking. See, I'll show you. You could just take some of that mica, just dump it in there, and just start stirring. And it will break up on its own. Now, even when I do this, I do like to, if I see any chunks, I like to smush them on the sides, and then scrape the sides, and then smash and scrape. So you can't even do it in the little, you see that? Oh, I wish I could tell if you could see it. There we go. See, so it does work that way. So now we're going to take the one in the tray. I really hope you can see these. I can't even tell. If I have to redo this, it will suck. Alright, and then we're going to, although you're all worth it. Although you won't know if I have to refilm this, so, oops. Careful with the smooshing. They're aerial born club, what? Oh, they travel. Okay, so, see that? Makes a really pretty pearl. This one's the copper mica. Really, really pretty. It's not showing up as well on camera. And then, again, you take that has little pieces of the green and the purple in it. Yay. And just add that to our cup. And you can really see the contrast. And then stir that in, and you've got a beautiful, pearly, awesome highlight copper cup of mica. Cup of resin. I hope this is helpful. If it's not, probably won't ever see this. I don't know why I'm talking. Okay, so now the next one, I'm gonna do the purple, and some of that copper got in there. So that'll be fun. Now this one broke up on me a little bit. This one has a little bit of a chunkier sort of texture. We're going to, oopsie, my hand is getting in the light. Oh, this one's gonna be probably the best one to show you. All right, so we're getting all that pigment wet. First off, we're just going to get all of that pigment wet. Okay? And excuse me if you hear the cow in the background. Windows open. Yes, there is a cow here. Oh, sorry. This doesn't have like a front-facing viewfinder, so I'm like hunched over the camera. So we're smushing and we're smushing. And you really see those pieces. And you see the copper kind of in it too. You really see those pieces. And you want to just take those pieces and smush them. And scrape and smush. Lots of smushing. Lots of smushing. Jersey Shore style smushing. That's probably more what it looks like in Jersey Shore. On the show, I love you people from Jersey. I have so many friends in New Jersey. Vote for me. All right. So we're gonna keep smashing the holy crap out of this. There's holy crap in it. Little fun fact: when you buy micas and pigments from for cosmetic use, they all have holy crap in them. The crap ranking of the crap varies in glariness based on what class of angel has shat it. Of course, the glitteriest of all is Castiel, because Supernatural is awesome. And so is Cass. Cass for life! Alright, so we're... sorry. So, we're getting some of those chunks out of here. Move it to the other side. We want to scrape. Lots of scraping. I know it's a lot of work. For what, Robin? For why? For purple resin, guys. For purple resin. It's cheaper than a lot of the liquid dyes, and it's cheaper than the inks. So if it's worth it to you to do, you know, smaller batches of like 2 or 3 colors. Again, I really would do this when before the resin has a chance to degas, because then you have it doesn't cut as much into your working time. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in this one with the no, I won't. No, I won't. I have enough. Never mind. Ignore me. All right, resin. Beep. All right, resin in the cup. Und dann wir are going to add the purple. I'm sorry about my accents, you guys. It's really stupid, and you should see me or hear me, I guess, when I don't have a camera on. It's even more irritating. Make my own damn fun. Alright, so see, and then we've got sort of a nice Jelly Belly looking color here. And the copper, I think you can see, I'll make sure you can see. There barely any of that copper highlight mica there went into here. And it really makes a difference because this has no sparkle in it. It's just flat pigment. So let me see if I can. Oh, I don't know if you can see that or not. See that little copper color there? I think you can. Anyway, there's a little bit of a copper shift deep in there. See all that like orange color that's in there? Anyway, it takes very, very little bit for it to be kind of spectacular. All right, last one. This is the red, pink, blue, 6 color named one that I don't actually remember the name of. Just gonna throw that in there, and then see, it gets a little all over the place. It's really pretty when you mix these. Some of these, and this one is a pigment and a mica kind of blend, I believe. I mean, they're all not super straight mica because they have, you know, yeah. They have an ingredients list, so. But they're kind of in the raw form, I guess you would say. But even this one would mix probably pretty well in a cup the way that I mix it. Because look, already done. Almost nothing in there. Then this one, it's like the concentrated version. Concentrated. And I'm going to take the rest of my resin from my cube. Put it into a nice little cup. I bought these, by the way. I might do a haul video. These little tiny cups on Amazon for like $3 for 100 of them. And you can reuse them. So I thought that they would be good for all the things. Okay. So here's the leftover resin there. I'm just going to start shoveling it in. So you can do it really light. There we go. You can do it really light. And have very sheer color. You can do another scoop and make it a little darker. And you can seriously do this scoop by scoop. And I hope you can see the blue in there. See the blue? Pretty. This one's probably my favorite one. I didn't know how pretty this was going to be until I put it in the resin. I was like, wow, that's stunning. And you just really just kind of incorporating it in at that point, or at this point. You don't have to worry too much about stirring it like a crazy person at this point in the operation. Sorry. Another one. So yeah, so that's it. So then you get not a lot of settling at the bottom. Whoops. Look what I did. That's awesome. I didn't need that paper. It's cool. You know what's really awesome? That I have tissues in my pocket for a change. I never have tissues in my pocket. I knew. Today I'm gonna hold something at a dumb angle. I'm gonna hold a cup full of water and check my fucking imaginary watch. Sorry that I swore. Check my imaginary watch and dump it all over myself, and it's gonna be that equivalent of, ouch, it actually is kind of that. Look what I'm doing. Oh wait, I should look what I'm doing. Okay, so, there you go. I have to look at my unsightly ickiness. Alright, so yeah, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't, let me know, and I will do something else. You can also do this with acrylic paint. I'm going to put an ink in here because 2 drops of white ink. Just to see what it does. Yeah, you can do the same thing. I would say the same thing with, I don't know why I said it so many times. The same thing with the acrylic paint. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. It's a weird color. Vintagey. Vintagey. Okay, so I would do the same thing with acrylic paint. It's the smushing and the incorporating, and you can get those streaks right out of it. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching it, and yes, go be awesome. Ta!